Important changes coming to Overwatch 2's latest beta. Hey everyone, welcome back to Flashwatch. Today I wanted to go over some of the changes that we're going to be seeing in the upcoming beta on June 28th. The article that I'm going to be referring to was released a couple days ago on playoverwatch.com in the news category. There are 3 big changes that I believe we need to talk about, so let's just jump into it and start with the first one. In Overwatch 2's last beta, all damage heroes had a passive speed boost that allowed them to move faster than tanks and supports. For those of us who couldn't get into the last beta, I was really hoping that this time around in the second beta we'd be able to test this out and see how it felt for ourselves, but it looks like we won't have the chance to do so. The developers decided to change things this time around. They state here, between betas we've made several changes that will have an impact on upcoming gameplay. For example, the damage passive speed boost has been removed and replaced with a new passive that allows damage heroes to maintain up to 30% of their ultimate charge when swapping to other damage heroes. We're looking closely at how people are playing across all roles, and we're still paying particular attention to support performance to address player feedback prior to launch. This is a huge change to Overwatch 2's beta. Not just the beta, but the damage heroes in general. 30% of your ultimate charge can be swapped over. Do you know how many of us have sat there and accidentally switched our hero when we had a full ult charge and we are left with a 0% charge running into the next battle? It happens to more of us than you think, but now we'll be able to save up to 30% of our ultimate charge, which is a huge deal. I believe this to be relative to your character that you've chosen though. For instance, if you're playing Junkrat and you have 30% of your ultimate charge and then you switch to Soldier 76, maybe you'll only have 25. Because each percentage isn't the same for every hero, so I'm sure that there's going to be some adjustments needed and some balancing. We're just going to have to see what it's like in the beta for ourselves. But let's move on to the next one. This is in regards to the maps in Overwatch 2. It states here, push has also been the subject of some changes over the past few weeks. After reviewing player feedback, we've decided to add 2 minutes to the time bank. This will extend the game from 8 minutes to 10, giving both teams a little more time to push TS1 to the end. This is just a better change all around for all push maps. It's just going to extend the gameplay time and give us all more time to play and push the payload. I say a little more time, but honestly 2 minutes can be a lot in Overwatch. So we're just going to have to wait and see how this impacts the push maps. I believe it's going to be a much better situation, giving us more time from 8 to 10 minutes. 10 minutes just seems like an all-around regular time for an online game mode. So when it comes to push and the payload, it's just better to have more time for everything. Push is one of my favorite game modes, and I'd like to be able to stick around in a match a little while longer. We'll end up seeing if it's a bit too long in the end though. Now, on to the final big change for the second part of the beta. It states here, over the past few weeks, we've heard many players request for a competitive experience in the beta. While we continue to focus our work on deploying a redesigned competitive experience for launch, we've decided to enable a partial competitive rule set that will allow teams to play out the full maps while still having backfills if a player disconnects. This is what we've been waiting for. Most people will be able to get in on this beta, either if you signed up to try and get in for free, or if you reserved your $40 package for Overwatch 2, which allowed you to get into the second beta. For me, this is the moment of truth. When it comes to competitive, people take things more seriously. We only have 3 weeks in this beta, and who knows how seriously people will take this competitive mode, but it's going to be a lot more serious than quick play in the beta, meaning that we'll kind of be able to see the way the competitive experience is going to turn out for Overwatch 2. It's really exciting. I'm not sure exactly what they mean when they say partial competitive rule set. We're just going to have to wait and see if it allows us to rank up, rank down, if there are still the specific things like that when it comes to the competitive play in the beta, but all around, a more defined competitive game mode that's separate from a quick play tab for this beta is going to really show us what the characters are like when people are actually taking the game seriously, rather than being in quick play and maybe you're sitting around, you don't realize the game has even started, and then it comes to competitive where you can get booted if you're not taking things seriously, if you're goofing around. So in my eyes, this is the first time we're truly going to see what the hardcore set for the competitive is going to be like in Overwatch 2. There's a fourth update that's going to be coming out in the middle of the beta, so about a week and a half, we'll have it pop up. Whether this will be a large change or not will depend on exactly what gets changed. But apparently, halfway through the beta, we're going to get a slight Moira rework as well as some balance changes. So I think it really can impact the competitive side of things as well, especially when it comes to changing a significant support hero. We've also heard of a slight update when it comes to Symmetra. They're going to be trying to make her more quick when it comes to the damage role that she's playing by increasing her secondary fire and a few other slight things like that that are unclear at this time. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. We're going to just have to wait and see exactly what's going to happen for the beta. We only have to wait a couple more days. But hey, thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as well as the bell icon so that you get notified for all of my videos. Thanks for joining me. See you guys later.